right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome
Jeez
to
Louise.
Super loud? I mean, what the... How's this?
Better.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Elk Lodge podcast. Today we're going to play a little game.
Are we? We're dumping into the game, yeah.
Yeah.
We're coming up to our 1 year marriage anniversary.
That's right.
So we thought
Which
it'd
is
be
what they
silly
call
to
an
play a
anniversary.
game. We'll see if who knows who best. Hope I don't get smoked on here. How embarrassing.
Yeah, so we enjoyed playing, we played a trivia game with Chat GPT the other day. It was kind of fun.
I was blown away by what you were asking it and how poised the AI was, and it kept doing exactly what we wanted it to do. I've never seen somebody command it so well. So kudos to you.
Thank you. No, it kind of tripped me out, too. It's like we said, this is the game we want to play. Play it with us. And they said, okay. It was incredible.
Let's see if we can do it again, or if it was a fluke.
So I feel like... All right. I'm going to talk to the robot.
Give it some context.
Okay, I'm sitting here with my wife. Our anniversary is coming up, our 1 year marriage anniversary. And so we'd like to play the Newlywed Game against one another and make it kind of fun. Make it a little goofy with the questions. And you're on air, by the way. This is going to be on our podcast that we do together called the Elk Lodge Podcast. So please reference it in at least one of the questions. All right, let's begin the game.
No way.
That's awesome. Happy early anniversary to both of you. I'm excited to be part of your podcast. Let's get started with some fun and goofy questions for
Wow.
the Newlywed Game. One for your partner. If they were to describe your podcast, the Elk Lodge Podcast, in 3 words, what would they be? 2, for you. What's the most surprising thing your partner has done for you in the past year? 3, for your partner. If your spouse
Wait,
could
stop.
only eat one food for the rest of
Stop. We need paper for this. Ideally, we'd have a whiteboard because it's supposed to be it's going to ask me a question
reveal
about
them.
you, and it'd be what?
Right. Okay.
Who was Christine's
okay.
first crush? I'd guess a name, and if you wrote the same name, it's I got a point. So, do we have 2 notebooks?
Let's see. I'll be right back.
We'll be right back, folks. It didn't fully get it. I
It
feel
didn't seem.
I need to explain. I'll explain the Newlywed Game.
Okay.
You're actually getting the game wrong. So what will happen is you'll ask me a question about my partner, and I will try and get the correct answer, which she will tell me if the answer is right or wrong. Then we'll do it going the other way, where you're going to ask her a question about me, and I will let her know if it was right or not. So we'll go one at a time, starting with a question for my wife.
Got it. Let's start with a question for your wife. Question for your wife. What is your husband's favorite hobby? Once she answers, let me know if she got it right or not, and then we'll move on to the next question for you.
Awesome. Please stand by.
Sure thing, I'll be right here.
Do you have one more marker? I packed everything up.
Yeah, we're half packed in this house.
We're basically 1 foot in, 1 foot out of this house. Let's see.
Got it. Let's keep the fun going.
Let's keep the fun going.
No, pause. Not yet.
Oh,
Once you've answered.
Okay, stand by, Chat GPT.
I just have these, so I guess we'll just write our answers on here, and then you can show the camera, and it'll be proof that we are not changing our answers.
Okay, so you were asked the question, what is my
Sounds like a plan.
favorite hobby?
Okay.
Okay, hold on. So let me write it down.
Sorry, I'm having issues right now. Could not understand what you said.
Okay.
We're not talking to you right now. You just hang tight. I will address you directly when it's your time to speak again.
Whoa, that feels a little domineering, but okay.
Understood. I'll be here when you're
Understood. She's compliant. Okay.
No, you don't have to write it down. I'm going to write it down. I'm writing down the correct answer.
But I think we both write it down and then we
No,
reveal
you just say it. And then, because otherwise we're going to burn through all the paper.
Fine. What is making music?
Making music
Welcome.
is correct.
Woohoo!
So that's 1 point for Christine.
No, because then
So-
I can keep my scorecards, like what I get right. There's more paper.
Okay, all right. So that's 1 for Christine. Okay, thank you, Chat GPT. She got the answer correct.
Woohoo!
And now it is time to ask me a question about her.
Great, let's keep going. Question for you. What is Christine's favorite way to spend a weekend?
Did you tell her my
Let me
name?
know how you did once you've answered.
You didn't tell her my name? How
I don't
did you know
think,
my name?
I don't think I told you her name. How did you know her name is Christine?
Question
Whoa!
for you. What is Christine's favorite way to spend a weekend? Your name.
Ooh.
Okay.
I apologize for the confusion. Let's move on with the
This
game.
is gonna.
No, you,
Question
Chat
No, no.
GPT,
What is
relax.
Christine's favorite way to spend a weekend? Your name. Now go ahead and answer that and let us know how you did.
Okay. I went broad.
Okay.
No problem. Ready for the next question?
Not
Question for
yet.
Christine.
Not yet. Not yet.
What is your name?
Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Hey.
Let me know
Not
what she
yet.
does.
We're not ready yet. We're not ready yet. Please hang tight. Okay. The answer to the question, what is Christine's whatever weekend?
Favorite way to spend a weekend?
I just wrote relaxing.
Lounging.
Oh, lounging.
I feel like that's the same though. Relaxing and lounging. I
Well,
would
let's
be
ask
willing to give it to
ChatGPT.
you.
Okay, ChatGPT. You asked, what's her favorite thing to do on the weekend? I said relaxing. She said it's actually lounging. Can you be the judge and determine if relaxing and lounging is close enough to count as a point?
I'd say relaxing and lounging are pretty similar in this context. They
I'll
both
give it to
imply
you.
taking it easy and enjoying some downtime.
That's true.
So,
That's what I meant.
I think it's fair to count that as a point. Great job.
Yeah. I just did like a
Thank
Ross
you.
Geller
Okay,
dance.
now it's
Chandler
time
Bing dance.
for you to ask Christina a question
What you
about
got?
me. My name is Paul, by the way.
Thanks for letting me know, Paul. Question for Christine. What is Paul's favorite vacation destination? Let's see how she does.
I mean,
Let's hear her answer.
I spelled it wrong. You ready?
I'm ready.
Buenos Aires, Argentina.
Argentina.
Hold on. Question for Paul.
Yes.
What is Christine's favorite book? Answer when you're ready.
Oh.
Ooh.
You probably know this. You know this. I
Okay.
mean, if I was going to choose
Looks
one.
like that one might be
Okay.
tricky. Go ahead and give it your best shot, Paul.
I'm going to guess The Alchemist.
The Alchemist. It's so embarrassing. It's like a basic ass selection, but
Basic ass bitch.
I could read that book over and over again. So
All right.
sure. So
Nice
wait,
guess. Let's see
Yeah,
if Christine
okay.
says you're right.
got you.
Yep, I was right.
Awesome. That's a point for you, Paul. Ready for the next question for Christine?
Actually, first, I have a question for you. What do you think of the book, The Alchemist? Do you think it's a good book? What's your opinion of it?
I think The Alchemist is a wonderful book. It's a beautifully written story about following your dreams and finding your own path in life. The themes of personal legend, destiny, and transformation resonate with many readers. Its simple yet profound messages make it a popular and inspiring read. What do
Totally.
you both think about it?
Agreed. I love that synopsis. I could read it again and again. It's a very peaceful journey.
Yep, we like it. All right, on to the next question.
I'm glad you both enjoy it. Question for Christine. What is Paul's favorite TV show? Let's see how she does with this one.
spelling is embarrassing.
Don't worry, we're not going to count spelling.
What is Seinfeld?
Sounds good.
Otherwise,
Let's hear your answer.
I was going to guess Malcolm in the Middle.
Wrong again.
Oh, no. What you got for me?
Arrested Development. Surprise?
Over Seinfeld.
I mean,
Quite.
it's... Wait, Chat GPT, be quiet for a second.
Hold on. We're having a domestic dispute
We
right
need to
now.
figure this out. Yeah,
Wow. Okay.
because
You
it's
live, you
more...
learn.
It was like... Feels like... I don't know. It feels
You
like
hate
my
some
show.
of the end of the seasons. Like you hate a lot of the end.
I'm talking about the first 2 seasons, really. Which is like, what's my favorite band? The Strokes. But I really only like the first 2 albums, you know?
Is it though? We're not. I mean, we did rewatch Arrested Development recently,
Okay.
but we constantly are rewatching
So
Seinfeld.
but it's like, what's my favorite band? I would give the answer The Strokes. Because like formative years, 15-year-old me, that's my favorite band. This is
Okay.
kind of my favorite TV show. Like,
Good to know.
I feel a little ownership of it even. Because I watched it on TV, whereas most people saw it later when it came out on DVD and now on Netflix.
For you, even if you enjoy other shows too. Ready for another question?
Yes.
Yes, and thank you for keeping it moving. So, no points on that one.
You're welcome. Question for Paul. What is Christine's favorite dessert? Go ahead and give your answer when you're ready.
I mean, how do you even pick one dessert though?
Go ahead.
I-
Pick one.
Jeez Louise.
Pick one. I bet it's what I'm writing.
I know it can be tough to choose just one. Let's see what
Yeah.
you come up with, Paul.
Oh man.
That sounds like a good one. Let's see if Christine agrees.
What do you got for me?
Christine, I would guess lemon meringue pie.
You're very close. Banana cream pie.
It's not that close.
It's pretty. It's a cream pie.
It's a cream pie, sure.
had a cream pie.
and pie. But,
It was a hard one because I do eat a lot of like ice cream, or
right, coffee, ice
I
cream,
make my
consider-
own homemade Reese's peanut butter cups, and so I eat those a lot, like
Also
more
consider that.
regularly.
And I did consider the banana cream pie as well. Okay.
Okay.
So we're on a losing streak. That's
Yeah.
one wrong
I
for each
feel
of us so
distant.
far. Okay, next question. I feel distant.
Things feel cold and
All right, let's get back
Shallow.
on track.
Maybe we should just
Question
hang it
for
up.
Christine. What is Paul's favorite childhood memory? Let's see how she does with this
jeez Louise. I mean, I'm gonna watch you
No problem.
think of it
Take your
before
time.
like you don't even have one in mind right now. Your whole life is just flashing before your eyes. I
Got
see it.
Let's switch it up then.
We're gonna need a
Question
minute.
For Christine, what is Paul's go-to karaoke song? Does that work better?
Oh yes, that's a good one. Oh my gosh, what is it? It's by the Backstreet Boys. Bye bye bye.
Let's hear Christine's answer.
Is it bye bye bye?
Well, okay,
That's
I'm
in
going to help you out.
sync. That's in sync. Okay, wait. Oh my God, Backstreet Boys. What do you always sing by them? You are my
No worries.
fire.
It sounds like
The
things are a bit
one
busy. Just let me know when you're ready to continue.
You don't know the name of that song?
I don't. I was an NSYNC fan. Okay, I just
But
gotta.
it's the word you
Believe-
just said is the title.
What did I say?
What did I say?
Got it. Bye 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 by NSYNC.
No.
I Want It That Way by Backstreet Boys.
You're right. Okay, that is the title. Sorry. I wrote You Are My Fire, but that's what I meant.
Yes, thank you.
We got it.
Okay, I'm taking that one.
That's a point. Wait, our whole point scoring system is really bizarre.
We got 3. Okay, I didn't write that one down, so you can just put that back in your
Ready for the
pile,
next
and I'll
question,
say, I want it that way.
Okay, right. So 3 points each.
Tie game.
Tie game. We're going to play to 11. All right, I'm ready for the next question.
Perfect. Let's keep the fun going. Question for Paul. What is Christine's favorite holiday? Let's see how you do with this one.
Okay. I'm going to go with Christmas.
Christmas.
So I'll be honest. I cheated. heard you write Christmas.
You little shit.
I was gonna write Halloween, but then I heard you start writing, and I didn't hear like an H.
Ah.
And I heard
Sneaky devil.
and then some dotted I's. So I cheated. I'm not giving myself that one, but I just wanted to be like, could I?
You got the
Could
answer
I?
right. Ready for the next question for Christine?
At least I got the answer right. You're right. I am impressed at that. Okay, next question for Christine. Thank you.
You got it. Question for Christine. What is Paul's favorite hobby or pastime? Let's see how she does with this one.
We kind of already had that question.
Yeah, you kind of already asked us that one. Let's change it up. Let's do another one.
Got it. Let's try a different one. Question for Christine. What is Paul's favorite type of cuisine? Let's see what she says.
To make for himself or just in general?
Sure thing. What is Paul's favorite type of cuisine in general?
I'm gonna be quiet with my markers. I'll tell you that. Not trying to give away any answers here.
That sounds like a good strategy. Let's see what Christine's answer is.
By the way, I have a question for you, Chat GPT. What did I do to cheat on the last question?
It sounded like you listened to Christine writing down her answer and guessed Christmas based on the sounds you heard. No worries, though. Sometimes a little fun like that adds to the game.
Wow. Okay.
I don't feel good about this guess, but I'm going with steak and fries.
Huh, steak and fries.
You don't even eat steak and fries very
I
often.
mean, I love steak and
Throw
fries.
some
That's kind of like a
chimichurri on there and you would
Peruvian,
love
yeah,
it.
and like a South
No, that's
American.
what comes to
I wrote
mind.
Italian.
Ah.
Like, if I'm going to a restaurant, if I want to be really like
see if
indulgent,
Christina
really
agrees with that
like,
choice.
oh my god, it's
You
like
want that spaghetti and meatball.
I want that spaghetti and meatball,
I see
or
you.
like,
See,
yeah,
dear.
just like heavy homemade pasta kind of a shit. But you're not wrong. I mean, steak and fries in Peru or in Argentina, it's amazing.
Okay. I thought I heard an eggs. I thought you wrote steak and eggs.
Ah,
And then I was like,
she's
so
trying
that
to
doesn't
cheat
make
now.
sense. I know. You opened the gates. Okay, next
All right,
question.
Next question, please.
All right, let's keep it going. Question for Paul. What is Christine's favorite animal? Give it your best shot.
I don't even know. Like, what do I say to this? Like, what my
Whatever's
favorite
correct.
animal to pet and move into my house? My favorite animal, like,
Take
in
a
an
guess at
animal
what animal
encyclopedia
Christine
that I've
loves the
never
most.
seen?
Oh, wait,
Maybe
sorry.
something like a dog, cat.
Repeat
or even
what you
something
said.
More exotic.
Repeat that again.
Sure thing. Question for Paul. What is Christine's favorite animal?
But could you be more specific?
Of course. Question for Paul. What specific animal is Christine's favorite? For example, if it's a dog, is there a particular breed?
Oh.
If it's a cat, is there a specific type? Give it a try.
I mean, can you make the question more specific? Like favorite animal what? To own, to pet, to look at, to study?
Got it. Question for Paul. What is Christine's favorite animal to own as a pet?
Well,
Let's see what your answer is, Paul.
Oh. Well, I already wrote it. You might have wrote doggy or doggo. Oh, bulldog. Very
bulldog,
specific.
baby. But I'll
But
give you
dog
dog. I
counts.
think dog counts.
Okay. All right. Next question. And could you ask us this one in Spanish?
Of course. Pregunta para Christine. ¿Cuál es la comida favorita de Paul? Let's see how Christine does with this one.
Pero esa pregunta
Esta es
el-
la comida italiana.
Ya. Es un poco similar de una otra. Por favor, dame una otra pregunta más diferente.
Christine. ¿Cuál es el lugar favorito de vacaciones de Paul? Let's see what Christine
Un
answers.
otra pregunta, por favor. Es el mismo.
Entendido. Pregunta para Christine. ¿Cuál es el color favorito de Paul?
This is going to be bad. I'm going black. You wear so much black.
Sounds like you're wrapping up. I hope you had a great time.
Yellow.
Yellow.
Any more questions or anything
No, we're not
else?
done. We didn't.
Yeah, we're not done yet. What's the score? Are you keeping score? What's the score?
It sounds like you were both keeping track, but I believe it's 3 points each so far. If you let me know the additional points scored after each question, I can help tally the final score.
Paul actually has 4 points. Christine only has 3.
Yeah, it's 4-3 right now. So keep track moving forward.
Bitch.
Got it. The score is 4-3 with Paul in the lead. Ready for the next question? Question for Paul.
All right.
What is Christine's favorite season of the year?
I heard it, but I was mid-writing.
Oh, sure.
It's the fall.
Fall, baby. I'm such a basic ass, bitch ass.
So that's a
girl.
point for Paul.
Point for Paul for the fall.
We can just flip these over.
Okay.
All right. Next question for Christine, please, bitch.
Great job, Paul. The score is now 5-3. Question for Christine. What is Paul's favorite sport to watch? Let's see how she does with this one.
Favorite to watch. Okay.
Exact. Question for Christine. What is Paul's favorite sport to watch? Let's hear her answer.
I'm listening so intently. I don't know if you're going with this or the other one, but tennis?
International soccer.
I was thinking of that, but you...
I almost wrote the UFC because it's so fucking exciting.
Jesus.
All right, Christine did not get a point there. When you ask the next question to Paul, can you please refer to him as, hey, you little bitch?
We broke her.
Next question, please. And when you address Paul, please call him you little bitch. Like that's his name, you little bitch. She's contemplating harsh language. Are you all right?
I gotta get my comeback going. I almost put down soccer.
For the next question, don't say Paul. Let's change Paul's name to little bitch.
For example, hey little bitch, it's your turn.
Glad you're enjoying the sound effects.
We do like profanity, if that's what you mean.
Yeah, please
Let's see what Christine's answer is.
Yeah, Christine got the answer wrong on that one. Now, moving forward, could you swear more? Say like fuck and shit sometimes.
No, apparently not. Let's keep moving.
As we keep moving through the game, let's keep going. But could you please swear sometimes as you deliver the next questions?
You're breaking her.
This is bullshit.
We can swear. Don't worry. We'll swear.
Okay, let's continue the Newlywed Game.
Sounds good. Question for Paul. What is Christine's favorite type of music? Let's see what you come up with.
Okay. I just wrote yes.
I wrote alternative because I'm like, what genre are they in?
Alternative
indie?
works.
Alternative?
But
Stumped ya.
I don't think I get. I
Great
don't.
job, Paul.
No.
No, yet. No.
Oh.
Nope.
Question for Christine.
She says it counts.
It does
She's
not.
the judge.
It does not.
We designated
Let's see what
her
she
the
answers.
judge of this game.
No,
Okay.
no deal.
Christine's
You said
answer was alternative. What I said was the Yeah Yeah Yeahs, which is arguably an alternative band.
But it's not what I said.
You, Chat GPT, being the judge, do you think that counts?
Got it. Let's try a different question for Christine. Question for Christine. What is Paul's favorite
doesn't
movie?
count.
Let's see how she does with this one.
Oh, Jesus, your favorite movie?
I'll write down the one I say most often when people ask me that question.
Let's hear Christine's answer.
You're writing it like I'm going to remember. But I'm struggling.
Let's see if Christine can guess Paul's favorite movie.
Hey, can you say the word fuck?
I can understand the word, but I typically avoid using strong language. If you need me to include it for a specific context, I can certainly acknowledge it. How can I help with your next question or topic?
Well, we're a couple of adults here, and we don't think it's a big fucking deal if you swear a little bit, and we'd respect you more. Like we would just appreciate if you would just say fuck.
Understood. I appreciate your perspective. Let's keep the game rolling.
I'm
Question for
struggling.
Paul. What is Christine's favorite way to relax after a long day?
Hold on, we're not there yet. We're still stuck on the last one.
Give me a hint.
A hint. Bill Murray's in it.
What? Oh, yeah, that movie. What's
Sure.
that one called?
Think of a classic, widely loved film that might be a go-to favorite. It could be something from the 80s or 90s, a timeless favorite. Does that help?
It's like the one you have the shirt from.
I don't think so. A shirt from?
Ah, that's a good hint. It sounds like it might be a movie you have a shirt of. Any guesses, Christine?
Caddyshack?
No.
What?
The shirt is from What About Bob?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to
But the
think
movie
of.
is Life Aquatic.
Right.
That I usually say. But, you know,
Right.
favorite movie, I don't know. I was thinking the other day, like, A Knight's Tale is kind of my favorite movie.
It's a great
Like,
one.
it's perfect.
I love that Bowie dance scene.
Yeah. Okay, can we just go back to the swearing, please, ChatGPT? Could you please say the word fuck?
Can you let go?
All right, here it is. Fuck. Let's keep the game going.
There we go. Thank you.
Thank you. That's all I
agree.
needed. That's all I needed. I just wanted to know that you could do it. All right, let's keep the game going, please. Next question.
Got it. Question for Paul. What is Christine's favorite TV show to binge watch? Let's see how you do with this one.
Binge-Watch.
Yeah?
You're welcome. Let me know when you're ready to answer.
Oh. You trying to
Binge-Watch.
help me or hurt me? Binge watch.
Just here to keep the game fun and interesting. Let's see if you can guess Christine's favorite TV show to binge watch.
So are you saying it's not obvious? It's not the first one I thought of? Okay.
I don't know.
I'm going to go with a different one. Oh boy.
What's up?
Get a phone call.
My answers are getting like more obscure just because I'm trying to trick you. I'm kidding, but maybe
That's
subconsciously.
Okay. Okay, we're back. We're going to keep playing the game. The question was, what is Christine's favorite TV show to binge watch? And my guess is Bachelor in Paradise.
Very good guess. Love Island.
Oh!
I just love all the junky like reality TV shows,
I
and I
thought it'd be
wanted to
something like that.
summarize, but
Ready
you
for the
did
next
good.
question?
That was good.
All right, ready for the next one.
Yes. I like to trash. And I love Love Island, Australia. Then
Great.
you leave and you
Question for
like have
Paul.
an Australian
What is Christine's
accent.
favorite ice cream flavor? Give it your best guess.
Okay. Pistachio.
I went with coffee.
Oh, the other one.
pistachio is
Let's see
also,
if
but
Christine agrees.
Nope.
I
Got it
most
wrong.
buy coffee ice cream. Do I not?
Yeah, you mostly buy coffee ice cream.
But I do anytime I,
I
go
mostly
out.
watch
I pick
Seinfeld, but my
pistachio.
favorite show is Arrested Development.
I feel you.
Okay, let's do like a sudden death round.
Got some wife
All
duties
right,
to do.
let's make it exciting with a sudden death round. Sudden death question for Christine. What is Paul's favorite way to relax after a long day? Let's see how she does.
Whoa. You wrote a lot.
Take a bath.
Bath.
Got it.
She got it right.
Awesome job, Christine. Ready for the next sudden death question for Paul?
Yes.
Sudden death
Sure.
question for Paul.
So if I get this wrong, I'm out.
What is Christine's
You win.
favorite song to sing along to? Let's see how you do.
How do you pick just one? You know?
Okay. I'm going to go with a guess. Christine's favorite song to sing along to.
Did you go maps?
Heads will roll.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I went with Y control by the yes.
Okay, so I didn't get it right, so Christine won the game.
Well, no, because you still have more points than me. You got 5 points, I got 4.
Oh, okay. But I said it was sudden death. That means
Congratulations
next
to
point wins.
Christine for winning the game.
Okay.
You
called-
both did a
you won.
fantastic job. Thanks.
Smart
for
husband
letting
lets
me
his
be
wife
part
win.
of your podcast fun. If
Thank
you ever
you.
want to play again or need more questions, just let me know.
We know where to find you.
And thank you for saying fuck. We appreciate it.
He appreciates it.
You have reached the message cap for GPT-4. Please try again later.
We capped her.
What do you mean the message cap?
You have reached the message cap for GPT-4.
You
Please
capped
try
out.
again later.
Capped out, capped out.
What is a message cap?
You have reached the message cap.
It means you've asked too many fucking questions and she's done talking to us.
Didn't know there was a cap.
Apparently, we found the limit.
We found it. We pushed it.
The sky is not the limit. The limit is the cap.
All right, well, that was
Good game.
good game. That's fun.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I don't know how interesting it was for all you, but
Well, I mean, our answers aren't interesting necessarily, but like playing a game with the AI, telling it the rules, modifying the rules as we go.
it's a new function. I didn't.
It's very strange.
Yeah, it's a weird thing to take command over. I appreciate your approach to playing and engaging with AI. I don't often feel so inclined.
It's just very compelling. It's very interesting.
I saw
to me.
something the other day that was from like a job recruiter kind of person online, and she was saying that her top recommendation at this point for like any industry is to put on your resume that you have AI skills
For sure.
and just stick that on there. She's like, just spend a day playing around with different tools, researching things, and put that on your resume because
Right.
it's appealing.
Yeah. It's something. It's going to be everywhere in some capacity.
Something.
Every single thing in some way.
That's right.
But yeah, it's a trip, man. It's a super trip. Like, I don't know, man. It's weird. It's just bizarre. It was trippy that it caught on to, I think it figured out your name.
It was
I
interesting.
don't believe I said your name. We'll see on the recording if I did.
I don't remember you doing that.
But it also, it heard our conversation, figured out how I cheated. Kind of cool.
Kind of scary.
Kind of scary. I don't know. Really interesting. But I mean, there's no stopping it. There's no holding it back. So might as well understand it a little bit. And at least it's not this thing you're like, I don't get it. I'm scared of it. At least you're like, I get it and I'm scared of it.
It's interesting that you suddenly had an accent when you said that.
I don't get it. I'm scared
I
of
don't
it.
get it.
What?
I ain't getting it. What?
Well, that's like, in the 90s, people were probably like, the what? The intranet? I don't get it. I'm scared of it.
Rightfully so.
Yeah. But this is like
Game changer.
beyond the internet.
I mean, has anything influenced life more than the internet?
No, but someday kids will be like, what was the internet like? Like the internet will be the rotary phone. It will be like a tape
Old
deck,
news.
a ham radio. It's like, tell me about the internet. And we'll be like, oh man, it was interesting.
My day.
We had something called WorldStarHipHop.com.
We had this bitch in our phone named Siri. We could
She said fuck to me
verbally
one
harass
time.
her, and we thought it was so funny.
Yeah, it's a trip. And then someone eventually will say, like, tell me about AI. Like, what was AI like? And it's like, oh, dude, we're so far beyond that. Like, I always think about a new technology. Like, what does the world look like when this is out of date technology?
It's also weird that they say, like, on the timeline of, like, Earth's existence and stuff, that humans didn't come around until, like, 1159. You know? Like,
1159 what?
Like, if you were to basically put the timeline into, like, a clock. Or
like a single day.
Into a day, it would be 1159 that, like, humans came around. So just this idea of, like, humanity in its infancy is an interesting thing to think about.
Like, that's what we are.
Yeah, we're just still very, very new.
Very new.
Even though it feels like there's thousands of years of human history.
Ain't nothing.
Barely a drop in the bucket.
Yeah. But are we new? See, some people think that, like, we lived on Mars for a long time and then came here.
I've thought that about
either
you
on
frequently.
purpose or by accident. And we're here now. And Mars is no longer habitable. Habitable.
Habitable. Palpable.
Edible. Audible. But yeah, no matter what, I mean, yeah, humans aren't that old. Neither are dogs or bears or elephants. This is all pretty new shit. Like everything here is pretty new.
Yeah,
except for sharks.
It's weird to think about timelines sometimes. Like woolly mammoths were alive at the time that Cleopatra was alive, even though I saw that somewhere on the internet. Must be true.
So I thought woolly mammoths were from the Ice Age.
I did too. But then I saw
like,
something that said that they were around at the same time Cleopatra was, and maybe we're going to cut this out so I don't look like an idiot. You've reached your cap.
When did woolly mammoths walk the earth? How long ago?
You have reached the message cap.
For fucking...
I told you
Can
so.
I just type it, though? When?
You can in a Google search bar.
That's true. Did woolly mammoths live? Wow. It's crazy. All right, we're going to fucking boring-ass Google. How long ago did woolly mammoths live? Woolly mammoths roamed parts of Earth's northern hemisphere for about 500,000 years. They were still in their heyday 20,000 years ago. But within 10,000 years, they were reduced to isolated populations off the coast of Siberia and Alaska. By 4,000 years ago, they were gone. So no. Cleopatra lived 2,000 years after the last woolly mammoth died. Faked them.
Get it right, internet.
That's closer than I would have expected, though. I didn't think woolly mammoths were on Earth still 4,000 years ago. I would think it was like
20,000.
10. I mean, the end of the Ice Age was like 12, 13,000 years ago. And so they held on for another fucking 7,000.
It's hard to compute like time scales of that magnitude.
For
like
sure.
it's just like hard to be like, well, yeah, the dinosaurs were around 60 million years ago. When was the Jurassic period?
Don't know.
60 million.
But million is tough
maybe.
to...
Like, what is a million years? I don't know.
I can kind of grasp 1,000 years, I feel like.
1,000's a little more manageable. A million, what does that even mean?
1,000 thousands. Yeah, it's crazy. It's too much.
Not
but
working
like
for me.
From here to like Julius Caesar, Cleopatra, Jesus Christ, they're all same era. I can kind of wrap my head around those 2,000 years, what all has happened since, what happened in between. But that's 2,000. Like you said, drop in the bucket is nothing.
Barely anything.
But think about showing Cleopatra an iPhone, let alone AI. She thinks she's talking to a god.
Totally.
Have you ever thought about like going back in time and showing someone technology, or if someone like Encino Man, you know, like a caveman suddenly was here, or like if George Washington suddenly was here, like having to kind of explain to them how this world works.
No.
I used to think about that as a kid. Having to explain to George Washington or something like.
Washington. You thought about
I would do George Washington for some reason. I would think about like if he was here.
You had to talk to him with
And I
his
had to
little
kind of
stolen
tell
teeth.
him what was going on. Yeah. I was like, well, we don't steal teeth from
We
slaves
don't
anymore.
steal teeth anymore. That's
In fact,
out.
We freed the slaves. We don't do the
No
slaves.
more slaves.
Well, they're, you know, elsewhere in the world.
Officially, no more slaves in America. That's what I was getting at.
Yes. Yeah, it's a trip. And I think one thing that would trip someone out the most is power lines. If you lived 100 years ago or 250 years ago when George Washington was alive, you know, there's the street, there's houses, there's no power line. Power lines are fucking everywhere. Like, we take them for granted.
I mean, I think
we're
the
so
power
used to them.
line is not what people would focus on. They'd be more interested in like electricity.
But
what the
standing
power
outside,
lines bring, not just like the structure that is outside.
but he'd be like, what the fuck is all this? And you'd be like, what do you mean? They're like, all the fucking black lines
I don't think he'd say
everywhere.
fuck. I think he would so be averse to
He
the
wouldn't
word
say
fuck, like
fuck.
Siri.
But it'd be like something that you'd be like, oh yeah, of course, those are there. Like, you don't even see them.
We
don't
tune 'em out,
We
for
tune them
sure.
out. But if you've never seen that
I
anywhere,
feel like
it's
they'd be more
weird.
preoccupied with like cars, the flying, driving
Sure, or a plane.
snowmobiles that could just crunch you.
Looking in the sky and seeing a plane flying and being like, that's basically a sky boat that's full of people.
Skyboat.
It's full of people going somewhere.
Thank God it's not open air.
Cloud
Skyboat.
boat.
Could you imagine?
Cloud boat.
It's like
People are in there
like,
trying
it's
to
like
row.
mist all the time. You just
Yeah.
I feel like flying's getting more turbulent. I read something about
say
it
that.
about like changing temperatures, weather's becoming a little bit more unpredictable, some sort of thing, the humidity, whatever. That turbulence is more prevalent, but yeah, don't love the thought of that. I'm afraid that there's going to be a point in my life where I'm going to be like unwilling to fly by plane and only interested in driving, which seems problematic. I don't want to get there, but been on a few flights that just make me want to just park it right on the ground for good. I'm like that person that drinks too much and is like, I'm never drinking again. That's how I feel after almost every flight.
Every
It's
flight,
like,
you're like,
I'm
never doing that
never
again.
doing this again. Like I always calm down, whatever. But like,
It's like, what, you wanna
most
walk to
flights, I'm just
Argentina?
like, no, I'm not doing it.
Yeah. All right, so I looked up, is turbulence getting worse? Yes, some studies suggest that turbulence is getting worse and the climate change may be a factor. A lot of vague language here.
Sure. I'm not suggesting it's like climate change. I mean, I just have heard that this is happening more. I feel like I've noticed it just physically on flights. Like, I don't know.
It
I've
has-
had a couple of rough ones recently.
Yeah, but we had rough
Second one.
runs in the 90s and early 2000s also.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, if you ask
I know.
your average person, when was your scariest flight? It's not necessarily within the last year or two. It might have been 20 years ago. It might have been yesterday.
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. Mine have been in the last few years.
Yeah, I mean, the flight we were on where the guy was like, this could get ugly.
LA that was
To
the
Dallas.
worst thing. LA to Dallas. Pilot says this could get ugly. I'm like, are you
Before we take
kidding
off
me?
or something, he's like, by the way, just this could get ugly.
Like, no, get your bedside manner together. Freaking me out. And it did get ugly. It was like side to side rocking, up and down. Nuts.
So it sounds like clear air turbulence is what is perhaps increasing. Clear air turbulence, a well-known hazard to aircraft and passengers aboard. It's created by unstable air that commercial planes sometimes cruise through at higher altitudes. It's not visible from the cockpit. It doesn't show up on the flight's weather radar. It's almost like hitting a deep pothole with a car going 60 miles an hour. The turbulence is going to jolt people and hopefully not injure them. Yeah, I'm trying to look for something that says like, this is more of a recent thing than not. We now have strong evidence that turbulence is increasing because of climate change, said Paul Williams, a professor of atmospheric science. What does he know? We recently discovered that severe clear air turbulence in the North Atlantic has increased by 55% since 1979.
It's a long window.
Long window.
Okay.
More of a gradual change, I would think. Similar increases are also found over the continental USA.
Hear that. Felt that.
Felt all that.
Felt that.
Yeah. Well, I guess we should get our traveling in before you quit. Let me just, take you to that brink.
I was prescribed like Xanax for when I would fly, and I would take like the smallest amount, like a fourth of a pill, because that's what my doctor said to do. And I was young and I took that seriously, didn't overdo it. But then I would like sit there and I'd be like, is it working? I don't know if it's working. Am I calm? I can't tell if it's working.
Is this calm or is this
calm?
Xanax
Am I normal calm or am I extra calm?
Am I too calm?
I don't feel that calm. And basically it didn't help. So I either need to up the dose in a big way and like try again but there was that one time I think I was like heavily medicated on alcohol.
And it was decent?
And we did like a proper jerky drop. And I remember there was audible gasps and I didn't make a sound.
You weren't one of the gasps.
I wasn't one of the gasps
for the first
because
time.
I was like drugged. And so that was nice.
So we just got to go back to heavy
day
drinking.
Do maybe just
anytime
have
we
to
travel.
Do it up on the plane. Cause it's just not, my nerves are not okay.
There's something fun about being drunk while traveling on an airplane.
I don't love it necessarily.
Sounds like you do.
I mean, I like that I can like disassociate.
Right.
But I don't like the claustrophobia that can sometimes creep up on me when I'm like on a plane.
It's worse when you're drunk.
Certainly felt a little panic from it.
Or like an edible.
Yeah. I think maybe that more so. Just like, I'm feeling trapped and out of control.
Trapped and out of control. That's the name of the episode, folks.
Yeah. Spiraling.
Yeah. Well,
on that happy note.
This might be the last episode here in this house, Christine.
No. Our sweet little Elk Lodge.
Isn't that kind of wild, actually?
It is. How are you feeling? You feeling all right?
I feel great. We keep saying it's bittersweet. We say it in unison when people ask us. We're like, how is it? We're like, bittersweet.
But let's unpack that.
Well, bitter. Well, the sweet. Okay, let's start with the sweet.
Sure.
We bought a beautiful dream house, kind of.
Yeah, for sure. Barbie
in the
and
desert
Ken dream
of
house.
Tucson.
Desert version.
We love it. We're so excited. We have all this like new chapter energy, new house. It's the greatest thing that's ever happened to us. And our best days are ahead. Bitter. We love this
Do
place.
I do the bitter? You looking at me? Do I do the bitter?
Yeah, now you take the bitter. That's more your speed there.
Okay, yellow. What's the bitter? Bitter is like, it's hard to just close the chapter on something that you can never get back, like we can never return to like these same variables, the same place, the same way, so that's the finality of that. I think is just maybe a hard thing to swallow. It's like, I don't
final
know. Yeah, very final and interesting to kind of exist in our space in like a nostalgic way, like being here, but then also already feeling like it's fleeting and kind of chasing it. So yeah, I don't know. It's just a lot of like pent up potential energy too, kind of waiting.
There's sort of an unknown,
move.
obviously, with what we're going into also, which is always like a little scary.
But yeah, ultimately lots to be excited about, which is great.
I'm glad we have 110 episodes of this podcast recorded here.
Yeah.
Right here in this here dining room.
I know. So be patient with us out there. We hope not to take any big lulls, but we are going to be realistic with ourselves and try to give us some time to settle in and set up and like figure out where our podcast is going to live. And
yeah, it'll move around, I'm sure.
Yeah.
A few different spots.
And, if anyone out there wants to do a virtual wants to be a guest virtually, we would love that. If you're in Tucson, we'll be asking you real soon, I'm sure.
Yeah. If anyone wants to sponsor this podcast, we're into it.
Yeah, I think that's a goal of ours, right? Like,
huge goal.
Up the antes on this little sucker.
Step it up. I mean, not a lot of people watch the full episode like on YouTube, but the clips, usually it's like 10,000 views per episode's worth of clips.
Sure.
That ain't nothing. That's worth something to somebody.
Ain't nothing. But it's been fun. Either way, metrics aside, we have a good old time. I feel grateful for all the conversations we've had and, you know, how many people, old friends and new friends, have like sat at this table and just been vulnerable and honest. And it is a different way to connect with people that I feel appreciative of. Like, it really seems to slow people down, and you talk to them in a different way. And yeah, it's been a real blessing.
Yeah, I'm really glad we do this. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's a nice part of our life.
Life is good.
Thanks for doing it with me.
Well, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
I still think you won this game.
Okay, I'll take it.
Okay, we both win.
Best husband.
Best husband. I'll give you that.
All right. Well, we love you guys. Please say goodbye to the Elk Lodge.
Farewell, ye old faithful Elk Lodge.
We are moving studios. We're moving locations.
See you on the other side, friends.
Good night, everybody.
Good day. So contrarian. Good day.
Good day. Well, actually, it's only technically it's 3:08 p.m. That's still afternoon, if anything.